Hey gang, it's Al from 81 Renshaw. With the recent announcement that 9 Central Retail will be able to open on the 12th of April, we'll finally be able to reopen the shop, which is great. The thing is, we've been closed for 3 months, and that's a long time in music world. So there's been loads of great new releases that have come out that you may have missed because you've not been coming in the shop regularly. So we're going to be running a promotion called Since You've Been Gone, Kelly Clarkson or Rainbow, take your pick, where we're going to put all the new releases in one promotional bin, and you'll be able to go through everything that's come out in the last 3 months to your heart's content. So what we thought we'd do is do a little video where we go through some of the releases, what they are, why they're good, and why you should buy them. Scottish indie rockers Arab Strap are back with their first LP in 16 years. As Days Get Dark is a brooding electroacoustic affair, and the boys are back at their best. Aidan Moffat's lyrics and vocals on this are on point. The vinyl is a clear and black swirl. It looks really good and sounds really good. Vashti Bunyan's Just Another Diamond Day is a stone cold classic. It's just been reissued on clear vinyl. It's an essential piece of Britfolk with some of the biggest names of the day playing on it. Originals go for literally hundreds of pounds. It's a real jewel in the crown of any collection. If you haven't got one, now's the time to pick one up. Next up, Dry Cleaning's debut album, New Long Leg. Groovy post-punk instrumentals drive away while a sardonic vocal spoken word delivery lies over the top. I think it's great stuff. I was expecting big things from this album and it does not disappoint. So, the next record we're talking about is called Soul Jazz Records presents Cuba, Music and Revolution, Culture Clash in Havana, Cuba, Experiments in Latin Music 1975 to 85, Volume 1. Soul Jazz Records has put together this great 3 LP comp of Cuban music. It's all sort of stuff that's hard to get hold of and you probably don't have elsewhere in your collection. If you're into your sort of Latin jazz and dance music, get into this. Album of the Year contender here in the form of Black Country New Road's stunning debut For the First Time. It's an incredible sonic journey through one of the most interesting acoustic landscapes I've experienced in years. Absolute wonder stuff. We've still got a copy left on the white exclusive vinyl. Sheffield alternative rockers Bring Me the Horizon are back with this new EP, Post-Human Survival Horror. Although it is 9 tracks long. Come on guys, that's the length of an album. That's not an EP. You're pushing that. For my money, this is the best thing they've ever done, combining the best elements of alternative and new metal to make a really good and interesting listen. First Aid Kit's live tribute album to Leonard Cohen gets a vinyl release. Who by Fire has a great track list, some brilliant guests and a full orchestra. This is a live album you don't want to miss. Neil Young's got a new EP out. It's called The Times. It's a collection of recordings that he did over lockdown as part of his Fireside sessions. There's solo acoustic versions of loads of classic tracks, and there's a cover of Bob Dylan's The Times They Are A-Changin'. They certainly are, Neil! They certainly are! One of my favourite hip-hop albums of last year finally gets a vinyl release this side of the pond. Little Dominiques Nosebleed by the Koreatown Oddity is a lo-fi concept album about how 2 car accidents affected the life of the Koreatown Oddity. The production's great, the beats are good, and the flows and rhymes are really great. Honestly, a real treat. Seattle never sounded so good. Fleet Foxes are back with their new album Sure. It's their most pop-focused project to date, 15 tracks of indie folk that never sounded so good. Lana Del Rey does it again on her new LP, Chemtrails Over the Country Club, another collection of sad and broody pop songs from one of pop's most enigmatic voices. We've still got it on the exclusive yellow vinyl, so move quick. The band that defined the term acid folk. Both Trees albums have just got a colour vinyl reissue, a combination of folk music and psychedelia. It doesn't sound like quite anything else you've ever heard. The White Stripes have a greatest hits collection out. What more do you want? Weezer are back with their best new album in years. OK Human is a departure from their normal style in that there's no guitars on this thing. It's all lush orchestral arrangements, the strings particularly. The songwriting is excellent. Such good pop songs delivered in such an interesting way. Really surprised by this thing. We've still got it on the indie exclusive Splatter vinyl too, so it looks as good as it sounds. Well, we hope you enjoyed our little rundown of some of the releases that have come out in the last few months. All that remains to be said is we're so looking forward to seeing you back in store. Was there anything I've talked about today that you want to pick up? What have you been enjoying from the last few months? Why don't you just let us know in the comments below. I'm Al from 81 Renshaw, and we'll see you on the next video.